Hello Gemini Soul Travellers, welcome to your reading for the 29th of October until the 4th of November, and this will be a general reading, so please take what resonates and discard the rest. And let's just welcome in now the beautiful high frequency archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and of course our higher selves to assist us with this reading today. Okay Gemini, so a couple of cards at the centre of your reading. We have the Devil here. So you could be working hard at something, or there could be something that you are, perhaps you're feeling that you might need to let go of. Okay, if this is talking about an attachment of yours. And here we have the Two of Cups, so a very harmonious coming together, a union of sorts. It could be with another person, it could be something that you love to do, it could be you and your higher self. Let's grab some more cards around this and see what's going on at the centre there, just what that dynamic might be. And underneath we have the Eight of Cups. So Gemini, feeling like you're moving towards something more fulfilling, and maybe you've just recently tuned into maybe the fact that whatever this is here for you is not ticking those boxes anymore. Maybe it's lacking some meaning or some depth, or maybe it's not sort of feeling aligned with your soul. And this could be a work situation, it could be a relationship of sorts. Okay, it might be friendship, family stuff. It could even be just a hobby or interest that you've been doing for maybe a while, and you're just kind of maybe going to give it a miss, or you're thinking about not returning to it for some reason. Energy from the past is the Knight of Swords. And, you know, this is usually a fairly swift moving energy. So maybe you, in the past, you're kind of used to just starting things quite quickly, or maybe you are, well, Gemini, you are quite a, you know, a quick, in terms of quick intellect energy within you. So maybe this is to do with your communication, and maybe you enjoy communication. Let's just see what else is going to transpire. So this is the Chariot. So, I mean, it could even be that maybe you're leaving something behind here, or maybe you're just taking some time out from it and you're moving towards something else more fulfilling. And you're doing this with, you know, a genuine curiosity. You're fairly motivated as well, okay? So this could be to do with your, maybe you're communicating in a new way. And this is all going to be in the name of you preparing for something here. And it could even be here that if this literally card here represents work for you, Gemini, it could be that you are maybe stepping out of or moving from a hard work mode into something that's a little more harmonious and perhaps more emotionally aligned for you. Let's see what your opportunity has here. Wow, the Star. So I think this is all in the name of you aligning. You are going to be preparing to align with a deep dream or wish that you've had for a long time. And I feel that this is going to be, you know, quite resonant with your soul. Okay, so on a deeper level, it's going to be really resonating for you, and it's going to feel that when you do this, whatever it is, this activity, or perhaps it's a role that you're going to be stepping into, you're going to feel more in alignment and centered within yourself when you begin to do that. Current energy, the Six of Swords. You know, this is about public recognition and, yeah, being part of a community, and generally feeling quite successful there with that wand energy, which is great because, you know, if you've moved away from something, you could well be moving towards this, and it's a new passion or inspiration of yours. Okay, and wow, we have the Four of Wands as well. This is in your environment, so things are very conducive for you, Gemini, to move into this energy. And I also feel that this Six of Wands has something to do with your star, your dream or wish here. And I think you've kind of identified perhaps some beginning steps, or where you're moving to with regard to that dream or goal of yours. And here we have the Seven of Wands. So in your goal, you're wanting to stand your ground here, and to be authentic, be your true self. I think you're going through some changes here, and as I mentioned the word change, we've turned the Tower over, Gemini, for your final card. So this is a swift change, and this makes sense with your Knight of Swords coming through here as well. Maybe this has been I mean, this decision to move away from something unfulfilling may have been a long time coming. Okay, maybe things have just got to a point now where you've got, okay, you've made the decision. And, you know, this could be the Tower moment here, okay, that you've made that. Let's look at the bottom of the deck here. The Moon. And I think you are recognising that this star, or this dream or goal of yours, or a secret wish, is, you know, it has, I guess, been in your subconscious, or maybe you've had a sense of it for a long time, but you are understanding that it's sort of a deep thing, and that you're wanting to kind of move towards that now. And this can also be, the Moon card can be about, you know, getting more information for you here, Gemini, as well. Getting some information, you know, so making, you know, instead of perhaps making, you know, swift decisions, maybe you are going to be taking your time and making some calculated moves. You know, the Chariot is actually a big energy of preparation. Okay, this is a major arcana. So it might be a phase, and maybe you've already started preparing for this change to move towards your deep dream or goal. And that, yeah, this is sort of suggesting to take those steps. It's interesting because the Tower can kind of be a sudden thing. Let's actually just clarify that Tower right now. Thanks, Spirit. Just see what that, get some more info on that. No, actually, let's, sorry, Gemini, I've just changed my mind. We're going to just clarify that Devil at the center first of all. Okay. First one that's popped out is the Nine of Swords. So, Gemini, there's a stressor in your life, or something that is causing you a bit of stress at the moment. This is the stress here. But I think, you know, you've also identified something here also that's going to make you really happy. So you could almost be feeling a bit like a push me, pull you at the moment, Gemini, in terms of there's something quite stressful going on in your life, but there's also some realizations and a lot of positive stuff that's happening, I think, internally for you. Okay, let's just clarify that Two of Cups now. Thanks, Spirit. Two of Cups. Okay. Well, we flipped them over. The one on the top of the stack is actually the Two of Cups. But the interesting thing, I guess, here is that the Two of Cups here has this extra symbol on the top of the higher self. I mean, this is like, you know, a pot of tea, which I guess could be a metaphor for our higher selves. But, you know, I think this is a unification. It's something that, Gemini, that you really love to do, because right next to that, next to your Two of Cups here, you have the Star. Okay, so I think this is really, this joy or this happiness that you feel when you do this thing is kind of, you know, it's at least forming either the basis or a big part of your star here, your dream or your wish. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups as well. Okay, it's being a bit, we just want someone to pop out here. Right, there we go, and we have the Hangman. So, yeah, you could, maybe you know, I think maybe you have an inkling of what this star or dream is, but it might even be that you're going through, what you're moving away from here is something that's not fulfilling, but you are maybe now moving into a contemplation phase of maybe a reevaluation. And you're also maybe looking at some deeper things about yourself. Maybe you're looking inwardly in a deeper way than you have before, possibly. This is mind, body, spirit, contemplating your life, yourself, and how you're feeling, maybe your physical health, your thought patterns, your intellectual health and well-being. And, you know, it's a very holistic approach. And I think maybe you're entering into a bit of a phase here, which is interesting because the Knight of Swords energy from the past there is, you know, that's moving forward with guns blazing, so to speak, but more with an energy of enthusiasm and positivity. I'm just grabbing a card to clarify that as well. And here we have the Five of Pentacles. So, you know, this could be about, if this is a, you know, an unhelpful situation or something that's sort of lacking and you are moving in quickly to remedy things. Okay, this could be what has happened in the past, or maybe you have a tendency to kind of rush in quickly to fix things. You know, it might be Spirit saying that with the Hanged Man here, this is sort of about just really tuning in. So taking things a little more slowly, possibly, because you are entering into a preparation phase here with the Chariot. You're gathering your inner resources, your external resources, your spirit guides. You're really kind of doing the holistic approach once again. Let's also clarify the, okay, yeah, the Chariot. Okay, so the Ten of Swords has just popped out. And I feel like this is, you know, the end of a cycle. So maybe you are, you know, you're done with rushing in and trying to kind of fix things and, you know, especially with it perhaps to do with other people, okay? And I feel like maybe, Gemini, that you are now really focusing on your own values, on your own soul alignment, on what it is that makes your heart sing. And maybe what you're looking at also is those deeper attachments that your ego has to this tendency maybe to feel that you need to fix other people, or that that this perception of lack. I mean, maybe this is, many of us have experienced this, where we have been kind of either made to feel, or we're brought up in a culture or a society where, you know, it's a little bit of like a victimization type of thing, where it's sort of like, well, if we don't have enough of this or that, then we are no good, or, you know, there's this sort of, I guess, a very judgmental kind of, if you have a tendency to self-judge or to, yeah, that type of thing, then, you know, that could be, or perception, or this lack mentality, or a poverty mentality, okay? Because, yeah, wealth is not just about having money. It's also about having social and emotional wealth, okay? So this is about possibly about you looking deeper as well here, Gemini. Let's grab a clarification for the star, okay? Well, the interesting thing is the star is clarified by the star. So we mean what we said. We meant what we said. And, you know, this could be, this is the Tower, it's a sudden realization, but maybe this is something from childhood that you love to do. This is the Six of Cups. Okay, so this is these cards here are clarifying the actual star here. You're also looking at your own reflection in the water, which is really interesting, because that self-reflection can be part of you opening into, you know, the magnificence of your own soul here, Gemini, and all of your skills, talents and abilities. And maybe there's going to be some sudden insights, or some kind of downloads, or some, I guess, realizations about maybe just, you know, coming back down to earth, coming back into the body. And this is a very body picture here, isn't it? It's like very focused front and center, the human body here. So this could even be a call for you to do something physical, Gemini, to help kind of come into alignment, to help you with that, possibly. And this is, you know, something you love to do as a child. So, you know, maybe it's, you know, just getting out and going for a ride on your bicycle, or maybe it's swimming, or, you know, having a game of tennis, or, you know, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be physical either. That's just a suggestion, you know, if that resonates. But definitely something you've done from childhood, with whatever that is, could give you a clue there. Okay, let's clarify the Six of Wands now. Looks like we're clarifying everything in this reading. Six of Wands is clarified by the Two of Wands. And yeah, so if this is your current energy, I feel like, Gemini, that you are kind of mixing with like-minded people at the moment. And that you are being recognized for your worth and what you have to offer here. And this is really helping you to prepare for, looking towards what the next phase is here. Okay. And then you move on to your Four of Wands here, which is, you know, this is creating some stability for yourself. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands now. Okay. Seven of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Wands, this is about you standing your ground here. About you, you know, exercising that right to align yourself with your own personal values, your goals, your wish, and to move away from anything that's basically not resonating anymore, okay? E.g. these types of energies here. And this is the Queen of Wands. She is also courageous and fearless, as this is Alice has been courageous here and standing her ground. You know, here you are, Gemini, not afraid to be yourself. And yeah, that fire element, okay, coming through. This is Sagittarius, fire and water here. So entering into like that flow, into a flow state as well could be helpful. So doing some meditation, doing something creative, intuitive, imaginative, okay. Let's just clarify, last but not least, the Tower here for you, Gemini. I mean, you could even be, you've got two Twos of Cups cards here, so maybe you are finding, another interpretation of this could be that you are, you know, you're finding a really nice partner, or a, you know, maybe a business partnership or an emotional connection, maybe a friend or a loved one, okay, you're finding a connection there that's going to have meaning for you. And the Tower is clarified by the Three of Swords here, which is to do with healing. So sometimes these moments can be quite cathartic. If this has been an emotional outburst or something where you've actually released a pressure valve, maybe there's been an emotional release, okay, this has probably been healing for you on some level, okay, and yeah, or it's something to do with healing there. But especially that connection between the mind, so that logic and reasoning, and the heart, so that the feelings. And it's interesting that, you know, we have emotion here. So this is, I think someone's turned the tables. It's either the Queen or Alice here, but someone's flipped the tables over in anger here. And yeah, so there could have been, maybe there was an emotional outburst. But let's grab another card on that, actually. Three of Swords, thanks, Spirit. Let's clarify the Tower and the Three of Swords. Okay. So once again, we've doubled up on the Moon. So this is, if you have had that release, it's about looking deeper. And if you are, if it's sort of pushing you into something that, you know, you're feeling sad, is to just keep in mind that there are other opportunities, there are other resources, there are other people, there are other experiences and other ways of being, other vibrations, okay, that you can move into, other than this one here that you may find yourself dwelling upon at times here as a result of that Tower moment, possibly. So it's always just to keep in mind to hold the, you know, if you're feeling a bit down, is to hold that there's always a possibility of another vibration that's not that, and that you can always do what you need to move into it. And what do we have to finish off but your power card here, Gemini, the Lovers. Boom. I'm glad I turned over the deck there. This is also kind of a similar energy to the Two of Cups here at the centre. So this is indeed you coming into perhaps communication with your divine masculine and divine feminine aspects, as well as your own higher self here. Which is really awesome. And I think this is also, you know, part of you achieving, you know, getting closer to that, realising and manifesting that deep dream, goal or wish. So, you know, we have two star cards here for you, Gemini. There are two Twos of Cups. There are two Moons. There are, you know, there's a lot going on here. And, yeah, but I think it's all in all about you moving towards the things that resonate, and sort of just letting go of the things that don't resonate, but also, yeah, just, you know, releasing that, or being aware that sometimes when we step into want to fix things, that sometimes that does take us away from what we're needing to do for ourselves at times, if that resonates, okay? Just something to keep in mind there. So I hope that's been helpful. I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day and a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.